And of course, let's welcome tonight's lead anchor, Faye. What? She is a legendary events host and a television and radio personality and the host of Hotspots Happening Out's The Faye What Show. Faye, Ladywood party heats up Miami on May 15th. It's an interesting name. Tell me what's happening.
Take it all in. Ladywood.
Okay.
Yeah. You ever have wood? Have you ever had Ladywood? Well, you might just start right now. On Thursday, May 15th from 9 to 3 in the morning, baby, Ladywood, Miami's hottest new lesbian-centered party, returns back to Mama's Frozen Margaritas in Wynwood. Hosted by Les Chic and open to the LGBTQ community and all our allies, the event is free and open to the public, ages 21 and up, of course. Guests can enjoy a mix of Afro beats, hip-hop, reggaeton, EDM, and a whole lot more. Spun by rotating female DJs, okay, each time, with bottle service, hookahs, games, VIP, outdoor seating, and signature body shots. Ladywood. Ladywood promises an electric night, so follow them on all social media outlets at Ladywood Party and Les Chic on Instagram for updates and future dates of this monthly celebration. You know, I love Les Chic, the girls over there, Ray, and the whole entire group. They are always putting together such incredible events for our lesbians and for our allies also. Like we said in the story, it's not just for lesbians, you know, and we keep on saying how Miami keeps on having less and less LGBTQ plus events. That's why events like this are so important. And right in the smack dab heart of like where the new place to be is, which is Wynwood down in Miami. So go get yourself a piece of some Ladywood.
Faye, I'm curious. You're in Miami-Dade County. Is Wynwood a growing community for women, lesbians and queer women?
You know, just like here in Wilton Manors and just like in Miami, the women-centric places are very few and far apart, very limited. You know, in Wilton Manors, Hunters has embraced us, Eagle has embraced us, Lip Bar has embraced us, Well has embraced us. When it comes to Wynwood, Les Chic is breaking down the doors to these places and saying, hey, we want to throw a party here, make it happen. You know, no one's going to invite us to just have girl parties in Wynwood. It's male centric and it's mainly straight also, you know, but places like Grandma's, margarita places are opening up and, you know, we're having a great time throwing these parties there for more people
one of
to
the
enjoy.
things that I think is really important about this and talking about lesbian and queer women's events and spaces is there's no bars. And we've reported at Queer News Tonight, and Faye's reported repeatedly, you know, we've had a little bit of a resurgence in terms of sports bars this year, but overall we're down to really about 19 lesbian bars in the United States. This is a great alternative. If we're going to lose bars, then we need producers and event promoters like Les Chic to create events like this. And it really creates relevance for different segments in our community, whether it's bears or leather or women or whatever it might be. I just think it's great. And I really love that Les Chic is doing this.
And so many people come to South Florida looking for a lesbian bar, right? And, you know, at least they can go to Les Chic and go to their Instagram and find out when they're doing it because their parties are every month and they're in different places. Yeah. You know, they don't stop with just Miami. They also do Wilton as well.
Just a quick anecdote to that story. Darren Lowley, our CEO, and I went to a Les Chic party on Wilton Drive in the last 3 or 4 weeks. And the women practically fell over when we walked into the room because they were so shocked that gay men.
Yeah, you kind of look like one of my exes, so I wouldn't have myself when you walked in. I would have been more like, my restraining order. But honestly, as a girl, thank you so much for you and Darren to walk into spaces like that. Because understand that a lot of times we don't feel comfortable in your spaces, right? But we want you to come into our spaces. Yeah. So thank you for doing that.
Yeah, I love that Les Chic is doing it. It's really great. Well, that is a big LGBTQ story for today. There is no other queer nonprofit platform like this in the entire world. Support our LGBTQ stories by subscribing and sharing. And Queer News Tonight looks forward to seeing you at Ladywood.